up? I'm Angela Yee. Mano's here.
New Mano!
Ooh, and earlier in YouTube, we didn't get a chance to talk about other things regarding Diddy. We talked about Cassie's statement. We talked about Shaka Khan. Well, let's talk about what Misa Hilton, who is the mother of Diddy's firstborn son, Justin, had to say on social media. She said, I'm heartbroken that Cassie must relive the horror of her abuse, and my heart goes out to her. I know exactly how she feels. And through my empathy, it has triggered my own trauma. These young people were raised by women that want the best for them. We put God and education first and have always been united in our mutual effort to support their dreams. Two of the youngest do not have their mother here, and it has been our duty to support them. Their father needs help, and I am praying that he truly does the personal work and receives it. Then she posted on her story, when you finally learn that a person's behavior has more to do with their own internal struggle than you learn grace. And it feels like she's been through it. Now, you know that Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has been speaking out.
He's been talking for 20 years.
About Diddy's abuse toward women. And he talked in this, also about Kim Porter's death. And he wants that reevaluated so she can rest in peace. And then with these comments that Misa made, a lot of people were saying that she also was abused by Diddy. Well, here's what he had to say about that.
When I first heard of Puff violence towards women, he thought Misa was dealing with Eric Sermon, and he beat her so bad, she was trying to get away from him. She had to crawl up under the car.
And that was on the Art of Dialogue, if you want to watch all of that. All right, another person who has not spoken out is Mace. And clearly, we know that Mace and Diddy have had their issues, right, Mano?
Mm-hmm. He said he going to wait, though, right?
Well, yeah, here's what he had to say.
And I'm saving my takes for the documentary.
Yeah.
So if y'all wondering how I feel, it's coming soon. Pause.
Why did he have to pause that?
It's coming soon. Pause.
Well, anyway, yes. So I'm sure Mace has a lot to say because he's been really vocal. He even became a preacher after all of that with Bad Boy.
Crazy. I almost forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
How do you forget about that?
Damn.
All right. Now, another thing that has happened is Joe Budden and Tahiri have traded shots over domestic violence. And, you know, Joe Budden had some things to say on his podcast about Diddy. Initially, they had done an episode where they spoke about it, but they said the news broke and the video broke while they were recording. And so they kind of shelved that and then came back to it to release more. And here's what Joe Budden said.
That was almost unbearable to watch. I'm certain that was triggering for a lot of people. Absolutely. A lot of people that saw it.
Man, Joe.
Well, Tahiri then said, FOH, who? The irony. This is so triggering. I remember Joey throwing me down a flight of stairs, dragging me back into the house, and me having to talk him into letting me go. And then he responded and said, you are a lying, failed gold digger that has abused, targeted, and manipulated many men. Outside of me, you lack an identity, which is why you've tried desperately to attach yourself to me for over 15 years. The last time I saw you, I purchased a mattress from you and you were happy. You made the sale. You were fine then. There was that night after Starlight. He really over-explained.
Purchase a mattress is crazy,
I
though.
know. But anyway, he said, prayers to all real victims. Tahiri then came back and said, you can say whatever you want about me. Those that know me know. I'm not scared of you anymore. You can keep bullying, intimidating the rest. Those that know you and are around you also know the truth. Sad that they continue to enable your behavior. Your time is coming.
Wow.
You know, another person that was really vocal was Rocky Thunder. If you recall, she was on Love and Hip Hop with
Right,
Joe.
so she was his friend, right?
Yeah, she was his friend on the show. And they had it out. And she, you know, even back then was saying that he dragged her and all these violent things happened. And she went on social media and said, we can start by admitting that the storyline was made up by the three of us and meant to go smooth. She's talking about herself and Tahiri and Joe Budden. She said, but the camera lights got too hot and egos flared and knives got stabbed through undeserved backs, specifically mine. But I'm an emotionally intelligent woman. And then she goes on to say, can you hear me now? Because she feels that she's been speaking about this, but people haven't been listening.
So she's saying that he put hands on her.
Yes. And she said that even before. So it's not a new thing. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And by the way, shout out to Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and Glorilla. Seeing the three of them on stage for their New York City performance with Megan Thee Stallion on her Hot Girl Summer Tour was amazing. And they have also teased a new collab together. So that's really, really dope. Congratulations to them. It's way up.
Way up.